Hi, I'm Paul Francis. I'm the Director of Research and Development for the Zildjian Cymbal Company, and we're here at Zildjian Day at Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center in beautiful Wheaton, Maryland. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the birth of a cymbal. And it's just such a beautiful process on cymbal making, and it dates back to 1623, which is about 387 years ago, when the Zildjian family started to make cymbals. And what made them famous was the way that they alloyed two different metals together. We alloy a copper and tin together to make a bell metal bronze. It's 80% copper, 20% tin, and it starts off looking like this. This is a casting, okay? And the beauty of what the Zildjian process does is this. I want you to listen, and you get that beautiful bell sound. If you were to have this made anywhere else, without the Zildjian secret, it would sound like this. So this is how the cymbal starts off, with this beautiful bell tone.
Amazing.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this casting and we're going to load this into an oven. We're going to take about 200 of them. We're going to heat it up to about 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to start to play with it, much like how you would play with, dough, to make pizza. And what we're going to do, we're going to pull it out and we're going to roll it through two big steel rollers, like an old washing machine wringer.
Right.
And it's going to start to stretch the metal out. And it goes back into the oven, and we repeat the process, and we roll it again at a 90-degree angle to the last pull. And we'll do it up to 12 times, depending on how thin we need the piece of metal to get. So when we're all done, we end up with this, and this is called a cymbal blank. Okay? And right now this is totally useless because it has 20% tin in it. It's a very, very brittle alloy. Okay?
Is this what that came from?
Yeah, so it starts from a casting and then we roll it out and it looks like this, okay? So right now if we were to play this, it's totally useless. This will break.
Okay.
That's how brittle it is. And that's because of the combination of metals. So what we're going to do, we take a high-tech piece of equipment called chalk, and we put an X in the middle.
I'm sorry. What is this again?
This is a chalk mark. This is where we're gonna put the cup.
Is that something 21st century chalk?
It's 21st century chalk.
Okay.
All right. We put it back in the same oven that we rolled it at, and we pull it out, and we're gonna put a cup in the middle while the metal's hot. You can only do it when it's hot, or it will break.
Okay.
We let the blank cool down. We stick it back in the oven again, and we take it out. And then we take it and we throw it in a tank of cold running water.
Again, 21st century water.
Yeah, 21st century water. And what it does is this process anneals and tempers the metal and makes it very soft. So now we can start to shape the metal and hammer the metal. So here's the same blank with a cup in it and the hole in the center.
So now we're getting toward a cymbal.
We're getting somewhere toward it now.
Does the cup also help with the bell size?
The bell determines the amount of volume and the overtones in a cymbal. Okay. So what we're demonstrating here is a new beat hi-hat cymbal top. So we put a smaller cup in it. Okay. Larger crash cymbals have a larger bell. So it depends on the sound that we're after.
That's okay.
So what we're going to do from here is we're going to put it on a machine called a circle shear, and we're going to take off the excess metal. Okay. And the excess metal that we don't need, we cut up and we make new cymbals with tomorrow. Okay. All right. So just by making it a circle, we start to even out the sound. Okay. Now cymbals are a lot like a piece of metal that you want to make into a spring. Okay. You have to put tension into the metal in order for it to ring the right way. So what we're going to do next with this, since this is an A-line cymbal, we're going to do a process called backbending, and it's cold working the metal in the opposite direction of how we want to shape it. And then we're going to put it in a big press, a 100-ton press with a die, and we're going to shape the metal. Okay? Now we're starting to make it sound like a cymbal.
We are.
After this step, we're going to put it on a hammer machine and we're going to compress the metal. And since it's an A-line cymbal, it has hammer rows. Starts to put the sound a little bit more in order. After this is done, we're going to shave the bottom with a cutting tool. I'm going to bring this down to a weight that we want for this particular model. Okay? And it starts to make the cymbal look shiny. So you go from this dull-looking finish to a shiny finish. Then on the top, we're going to do a two-step lathing process where we're going to come in from the edge and we're going to take all this oxide off and do a rough pass. And then we're going to do a finish pass where we bring it down to its final weight and thickness. how we make cymbals.
How long has that process been?
This is the same process to make cymbals since the very beginning.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's actually amazing.
So
How long is this one process for this one cymbal? Is it a day's work? Is it 2 days
this
work?
will take a couple days to do. Yeah.
From
From beginning to end. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All righty.
All right.